Hello everyone, welcome to the Travel Talk Show. So today I'm just going to be talking you through Skyscanner, and I'm going to be talking you through how you can use skyscanner.net to get some cheap flights and how you can find the cheapest flights on Skyscanner. This is just a basic video. You may already know this. It's not something that's hidden. It's not a secret hack or anything like that. It's just kind of knowing where to look. And this may help a few people that didn't realise that you can do this on Skyscanner. So I'm going to go through it now, and I am going to just share some tips and tricks with you that I've learned through personal travel along the way as well. So first thing I would say is this video is really for people that don't really mind where they go to. They just want to explore. They want to see the world. They're not too bothered about, they haven't got their heart set on a specific destination. They're not like, I need to go to Turkey, I need to go to Los Angeles, etc. They're like, oh yeah, this place looks nice, I'll try this out. That is what this video is about. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to say, if you live in a city or a town that is not necessarily the largest airport, near the largest airport, in your country, I would suggest that you always fly from the biggest international airports in your country. So, for example, I myself are from Birmingham in England, and in England, Birmingham is an international airport and it does have some international flights. However, flights from London are much more regular, much more frequent, and therefore are cheaper. It is about 2 hours, just over 2 hours to London from Birmingham. So therefore, I'm going to pick London to fly from. I am actually living in Bristol at the moment. So I'm going to type London, and this is very important. Here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 London airports, even though some of them aren't even anywhere near London. So let's just click any London airport. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to, and here where you would usually type in your destination, you're just going to click / hover over it. And this little box will pop up saying, can't decide where, click here to search everywhere. So I'm going to click on there. So it's going to London to everywhere. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the departure dates, and you can see how it's giving you a specific dates. So rather than doing a specific date, we're not going to click any specific date. We're going to go to whole month, and we're going to compare across a whole month and click on cheapest month. Then it will say returning on the cheapest month. Now, I will just say, when we search for this, which we're going to do now, and now we're searching the flights. So here we go. Here are all the cheapest flights going from London on the cheapest month. So as you can see, you can get a flight from as little as £18. So that is absolutely crazy. So let's carry on scrolling down. You can see all the distant destinations that you can go to. Destinations even that you can go to. You've got from Lithuania, Poland, Norway, Portugal, Slovakia, Romania, Spain, Hungary. And let's have a look at some of those further destinations like Croatia, Russia. Let's have a look. Let's see what the cheapest flight to the USA that we can get. And we'll roll with that one. So we'll carry on going. Surely the USA was somewhere. Here we go. So I'm going to click on this little arrow, and this arrow will bring up all the different options. And on these different options, it will say how much the flights are. So to Boston, we've got 197. And you know what? Let's go with New York, 197 also. You will notice in the little corner there, it did say direct as well. This is something to check when searching for free flights. I wish it was free. This is something to check when searching for cheaper flights. So here we go. So now we can have a wiggle with these dates, and we can see when and where is the cheapest flights. Now, I will just say I would be very careful booking flights in this particular time. I wouldn't book flights because we don't know what's going on with the coronavirus and the epidemic that's currently throughout the world. So I wouldn't book flights now. And I will say I'm not encouraging people to travel at this time. I do love traveling, but I currently am completely complying with the stay home, stay safe, and you might be able to save lives. This is just purely for some information whilst I've got time to record it for you all, and hopefully this can help you out. So we're going to click on the cheapest flight here, £99 flying out on Friday the 2nd of October. And we're going to have a look and see where the cheapest one is here. Okay, so as I can see, 103, 109, 109. I only want to go to New York for a week. So really, these are a little bit more expensive. They're almost £10 more expensive than these ones down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down and I'm going to click departing on the 9th. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click coming back on the 14th. So 99 plus 98 equals 197, which was our cheaper flight alternative. So you can see here it tells you cheap, moderate and expensive. So when we click on show flights, it will take you to a page where the flights actually are with all the different flight providers, so you can see who you're flying with. Maybe you prefer a certain provider, maybe you don't like a certain provider. So let's have a look at what it's saying. I do apologise, my internet is so slow at the moment. So I will just say, give this page a second to load, just because you can see now that it's saying 218. So if you just give it a few seconds for this little blue circle to stop moving around, then the cheapest flight, the one that you've already thought of, will come up. So as you can see, it's added around £5 to my total, which is fine. I don't mind. That's not too much. So let's have a look. This one is a perfect example of what I'm going to say for when you're looking for cheap flights. Just be mindful that it might not go from the same airport and back to the same airport. So you might be departing from London Gatwick, as you can see on this one, but you might be going back to Heathrow. Just a little tip for you in case you are coming from a different place, like me, for example, will be travelling from Bristol. I'm not then going to go and take my car to Gatwick and then be like, oh my gosh, I've landed in Heathrow, my car's in Gatwick. So just be careful of that one. So this is a really interesting example because all of these cheap flights, as you can see, although they're on the same airline, they are going back to different airports, which is fine because I am going to catch a train to London, Heathrow, / Gatwick. So here we go. We've got Gatwick here, £203 on the dates we want and flying back to the same airport. So there you go. That just proves that it is possible to get flights. And that is a really, really good price. Good price going to New York. Also, you've got this extra bit of information here, which tells you how much the flight emits CO2. So this one emits 13% less CO2 than there is. I saw another one that says it emits 3% less CO2. So that's just great to know. And these are such short flights as well. A 7-hour flight to New York. That is fantastic, as you can see here. So those are just some of the things that you can do. So you can do this for anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click back on flights. And I am going to just click on everywhere again. And this is something that I just wanted to bring up with you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search to show it for you. On some of the cheaper flights that are going within Europe, or that are going to closer destinations within you will notice that they're with budget airlines. And one thing that I will say is, although the price may look amazing on face value, just be ultra careful when you are booking with budget airlines, because they like to catch you out on things like where you're sitting on the plane. If you're traveling in a group of more than one, they also like to catch you out on, you can't take cabin bags on. You can take like a small bag to put underneath your seat, but you can't take any bags to put in the overhead lockers. So let's pick Spain, for example. And I want to go to Barcelona for £41. So I'm clicking on this, and then it's going to take us and it's going to show us again, like we've just seen, all of the different airlines. So let's have a look and let's pick, of course, the cheapest flights. So we're going to go Wednesday. I can see one for £21 here. I do believe that's the cheapest flight that I can see. Amazing. And coming back, let's call it a week. And the cheapest one I can see is around, okay, then we'll go for over a week. Oh gosh, I've clicked the wrong date. We'll go for over a week and we'll go on the 20th. Now, I know you may be thinking, yeah, but these flights are in July. Obviously, this might still be an issue in July. The coronavirus might still be around in July, and it might still be dangerous to travel, which is completely correct. So what I'm going to do is, we've got our price here for £41. I just want to prove to you that you can still get cheap flights, and it's not just the coronavirus that is making these prices come down. So I'm going to go to September, just after the school holidays. Now, it goes without saying that the school holidays do rack up prices, and in August, the prices are going to be more expensive than, say, mid-September. That's just the way it works, unfortunately. Travel companies see that, and they thrive on it. And yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, okay, I want to go at the start of September because I want the weather to still be hot. So unfortunately, this 25 quid, I'll have to pay an extra £2. And then coming back 27, that is a week in Spain, in Barcelona. And that's £54. So it has gone up £14 from the cheapest month, as per se. But as you can still see, we've got our nice flights for £54. Return, that is. Let me just clarify. So I'm going to carry on going now, and I'm going to go onto this page where we get our flights. So you may notice that you're coming one way with one airline and that you're going back with another airline, as you probably just saw when it was loading the results. However, it is loading some results now where we are going both ways with the same airline. So it looks like, from the look of this, that we're going to be flying with Vueling.com. I'm just waiting for it to get that last load up. Okay, so as you can see, it usually adds just less than £10 on when you go to checkout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one. Arriving in Barcelona at 5 to 1 in the morning, which is a bit late, but better late than never. And let's have a look. So once I've clicked on that deal, I'm going to go down and I'm going to just click on one of these random links. So let's click on lastminute.com. And then it takes you to the payment page. So it's added on just a couple of pounds just for like taxes and stuff, but still £65 as a return flight to Barcelona just 1 week after the summer holidays. You can't really complain about that price. That's a pretty great price. So what I was saying about hand luggage is you want to double check that your flight provider allows hand luggage, and I mean allows hand luggage in terms of this type of hand luggage that I'm about to show you now. So I've just had a look and we're flying with Vueling. That's what who it says we're flying with. So your baggage inside the plane. So for flights operated by Vueling, you can carry one piece of hand luggage no heavier than 10 kg and no larger than this size. That's usually a small carry-on bag like this, a small little suitcase. This is all I really take for short trips, and you can fit everything that you want. There is some space-saving hacks and tips that you can definitely do, and I'll post a video about that at some point. But you can fit everything that you need in there. And then as well as that, on these Vueling flights, you can also take like a rucksack or a smaller bag, like a little handbag or something like that, and pop it under the seat in front of you. So I would say Vueling is such a great airline for this, as there are some airlines, I'm not going to name and shame, but there are some airlines that actually charge you for this little bag that you take on the plane. Now, this is not check-in luggage. This is a different type of luggage. However, sometimes on planes, they do let you check in this as well. I would say don't check it in. Now, it's different perspectives, because I used to work in the travel industry and I used to be cabin crew, and we used to hate it when the overhead bins were full and full and full of suitcases. But I would say also, if they're not full and you can get your luggage in, that's fantastic, because then you do not have to wait for your luggage on the carousel afterwards. You just take it out of the overhead bin, unlock it, flip your little handle up, and then you're ready to go. You're ready to walk out the airport, as long as you go through passport control and everything like that as well. So that's why I would say it's easier to keep it on you, especially if you're traveling solo or you're traveling just as a pair or a couple of people and nobody has got those bigger bags. So if you're traveling with your partner or your best friend and they've got a massive piece of luggage, they've got a massive luggage bag, then obviously just check yours in as well, because you're going to have to wait. So those are just my little tips. Hopefully that's helped you out. I'm going to go back to the booking page now. So we're back on the booking page now. And as you can see, there's this option, which adds like changes and stuff like that. If any changes have to happen, you get it refunded. And I'm not really bothered about that. I just want to go for the cheapest flight possible. And there we go, £65.89. That is amazing. And it gives you 27 minutes to check that out. So that was all from Skyscanner. I didn't have to search for specific dates or anything like that. Like, Skyscanner sorted it out for me. So you can do that with any and every destination. And I would say it's such a great tool to have, especially if you're flexible on the days that you go. Unfortunately, if you don't have a lot of flexibility and you have to go on certain dates, it's not the best option, but hopefully that will help some people out. And maybe if you didn't know any of those things that I've just told you, then that can help you out a little bit. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like. Please comment. And there will be more videos like this and lots of other videos, some travel videos. And I've got a nice Portugal video coming up for you very shortly.